2 girls have been arrested in the death of a bullied girl.
Also, is a Massachusetts high school sending a message that actually promotes drunk driving?
All this and more, the Spotlight starts right now.
Hello everyone, and thank you for stepping into the Spotlight. I'm Gabrielle Doraisamy.
And I'm Matthew Hall.
Erin Cox, a Massachusetts high school senior, was stripped of her title as captain of her school's volleyball team and then suspended for 5 games after school officials heard she had stopped to give a drunken friend a ride home after a party. A star player on her team and an honor student, Cox says that she's being punished for doing the right thing. The high school senior was allegedly driving home from work when she got a phone call from a friend at a party asking for a ride home. Reportedly minutes after arriving at the party to pick up her friend, police arrived on the scene and shut the event down for underage drinking. Though police confirmed that Cox had not been drinking, her school remains adamant about the decision due to their zero-tolerance rule in regards to partying. Erin's family's lawyer released a statement saying, "By punishing Erin Cox, the North Andover School District sends a contrary and very dangerous message that young people are better off letting their friends drive drunk." Both friends of Erin and her parents are all concerned about this negative experience potentially hurting her chances in excelling in college, where she had hopes of playing volleyball and maintaining her impressive GPA. It seems that support for Erin's case is spreading across the country, with the hashtag #IStandWithErinCox going viral on Twitter. Supporters chime in, commending Erin on her responsibility and common sense. Erin's family and lawyers are working around the clock to get the school's decision reversed. Guys, isn't that crazy? I mean, we go to a private school.
Exactly.
And could have easily been one of us, me at the wrong time, at the wrong, wrong place, at the wrong time.
I just don't understand why you punish someone who clearly did the right thing.
Right.
I mean, she was watching out and protecting
Right.
her friend's life and potentially other lives as well.
Yeah, you really have to draw the line between, okay, when do I follow the rules and when do I, go ahead and maybe save someone's life, because drunk driving is a serious problem. You endanger yourself, other people on the road. So, I mean, I'm proud of what she did, but at the same time, it's kind of not so great that she got penalized for it.
Right, and I even know, with the sports, it's like you have, again, the zero tolerance deal, but it's almost as if she's stepping out to, again, help someone, wouldn't that just show you? And the report said that they cleared it that she wasn't drinking, so I don't see why she would still be punished.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Well, on a more happy note, at least, November is here, and holidays are right around the corner. Nicole, what's going on for the holiday season?
The start of November means the holiday season is officially here. For us college students wanting to get in the holiday spirit with an easy and simple recipe, the salted caramel chocolate mug cake takes about 2 minutes and is perfect for the autumn season. The recipe makes one rich, decadent, and delicious mug cake in a regular sized coffee mug, and it will only take you about 5 minutes total. What you'll need to make a salted caramel mug cake is 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg and 3 tablespoons of skim milk, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and 2 salted caramels. To begin making the cake, you will add all of the ingredients but the caramels in a small bowl and stir to combine all the ingredients. Then pour the mixture in a regular sized coffee mug and drop the caramels into the center of the mixture one at a time. Lastly, microwave the cake mix on high for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And there you have it, a salted caramel chocolate cake in a mug. What kind of food gets you guys in the holiday spirit?
I think when I'm going through the store and I see eggnog in the freezer, that's when I know, okay, Thanksgiving's coming around, Christmas coming around, definitely that's my cue.
I'm more of a stuffing person. Just because you only generally have it around the holidays.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's delicious, let's be honest.
I really like those cookies that come, you get them in the freezer section, but they come in that little tube, and they have the little,
with
they
the
either have
little stamp on it or
a little
something.
stamp on it, like Christmas tree or Santa Claus or pump or whatever. Those cookies, I mean, I don't know.
I think we should do
Like, they're not that special, but they're so good.
Yeah, because we've had them like all growing up,
Exactly.
so it's like it's
Trip
just a
down
part of
memory
us.
lane, right?
Yes,
There you go.
I think we should do like an episode where we're all like baking or something.
Cooking show.
We could put like a cute little apron on Matt and like a little hat.
I don't mind that because I'm not going to be the one cooking because you don't want me cooking food, but I will be around to eat everything, so that's fine with me if you want to do that.
There we go.
Well, anyways, switching gears a little bit, technology is progressing from being on your computer and on your phone to now being in your clothes. Recently in San Francisco at the Glaze conference, they showed some of the new technology people can actually wear. Several companies showcased items such as music players that match your music to your heartbeat, mood sweaters that change depending on your emotional state, vacuum shoes, fitness bracelets, anklets, and necklaces that all track your calorie burning throughout the day. These new products are meant to be secondary to the wearer's attention, however, unlike the tablets and smartphones that you engaged with. A recent survey from the Cornerstone On Demand found that 42% of workers say they wouldn't want to wear these new products to work. That stat is expected to change, however, as older, more traditional employees are less willing to wear these new products. Guys, what do you think about wearing some of these new technology? I think it's really cool, actually.
It's vacuum shoes.
Vacuums, yeah.
When they come out with like some vacuum stilettos, then we can start talking. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's cool how like technology is kind of integrating like
Oh,
with
absolutely.
clothing.
It's
That's
like
crazy.
taking over every aspect of our lives, it seems
It
like.
really is now.
One that struck me was like the music to your heart, like, right? Like if you're feeling, if you're laying in bed, I mean, the music would obviously be more mellow than if you're jogging, it'd obviously be more active.
I would love that.
like
I
that.
mean, I'd buy
Interesting.
one right now if it was on sale because I think that's a fantastic idea. I absolutely love that.
I think it's very interesting too. Well, from phones you can wear to now movies just staring at the screen. What's going on with
Yes.
entertainment, Miriam?
Well, we have a lot of things coming up this November. You can look forward to the release of new movies hitting the theaters. November 1st, we have the movie Diana, highlighting the mysterious story of the ill-fated Princess of Wales. Naomi Watts plays Diana in her last 2 years of her life, featuring the divorce from Prince Charles and a scandalous affair with a Pakistani heart surgeon. This film is definitely filled with romance and deadly secrets. Hitting theaters November 8th, Marvel is finally making their comeback with Thor: The Dark World. This is a much-anticipated sequel featuring stars like Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, and as well as Tom Hiddleston. The film will surround Thor, the thunder god from Asgard, embarking on another journey to reunite with his love Jane Foster, as well as risking everything to save the world from evil. Also, if you're a fan of the Hunger Games trilogy, you will definitely want to see The Hunger Games Catching Fire November 22nd. The film, starring Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, and Liam Hemsworth, continues the story after the victory in the 74th Hunger Games. However, as rebellion emerges in Panem, the capital expands into a new game featuring all the past winners. May the odds be ever in your favor. And last but not least, Walt Disney's animation studio is welcoming a new character to the princess lineup. The film Frozen, based on Hans Christian Andersen's The Snow Queen, will follow two sisters, Elsa and Anna, as they embark on their adventure to undo a wintry spell. Kristen Bell, Josh Gad, and Andina Menzel all lent their voices to bring the film to life. Frozen is set to be in theaters November 22nd. I definitely feel like this is a good batch of movies. I mean, you've got action, you've got romance, mystery, and then kid-friendly.
Chris Hemsworth. I'll be. If you're watching this right now, I'm not available, but I can be.
Oh my goodness.
That's all I gotta say.
So is there any movies that any of you are interested in, just from some of the things I gave
I
out?
know when I'm interested.
I mean, I would definitely
Well,
say all three of them. I really want to see, but I'm mostly excited for Thor. I mean,
Yes.
besides the Avengers, this is probably the most excited I've been about a Marvel film. I don't know why. The first Thor was good, but this one just, the trail, everything, it looks like it's going to be an awesome movie. I'm really excited for that one.
Icing on the cake.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm totally so stoked for the new Disney movie because I feel like every Disney movie is so iconic.
Yes.
So it's like, you'll always remember it and like, it's just so amazing. so excited.
We'll have to go together. I think that'd be
should.
really
Yes.
fun. Well,
Take a
on
trip.
to a not so happy story. Many reports and discussions have been taking place lately about the Affordable Health Care Act, or more commonly known as Obamacare. However, not much has been heard from who it will affect the most: the young, the new generation, our own generation, that is, until now. 26-year-old Ashley Dion is a recent college graduate from Michigan who has recently become one of the major targets of attention ever since her Facebook post to popular conservative radio host Dennis Prager went viral. In her post, Dion discussed how the new Affordable Health Care Act has taken her monthly health care rate from $75 a month to now $319 a month. She continues to talk about how although she has 2 college degrees, she is struggling to find a job that pays more than $8 an hour, and that the new healthcare regulations, she cannot afford to support herself. Dion writes, "This law raped my future. It will keep me and kids my age from having a future at all. This is the real face of Obamacare, and it isn't pretty." In a recent interview, the Michigan grad mentions that she is more likely to choose to pay the penalty fine for objecting the new healthcare regulation than pay the higher price for the new healthcare plan. Although the 26-year-old has been the subject of countless interviews and articles, some are refuting Ashley's point by mentioning that entailed in the Affordable Health Care Act are large tax credits that many people her age often qualify for. Those same people are claiming that in Ashley's case, if she were to factor in these tax credits, she would not have to pay such an outrageous premium. So maybe many of us don't actually know a lot about healthcare right now, but I think what's important about this story is it's really important to kind of like research and get familiar with how this is going to affect us, you know?
It definitely is, just because many of us in a year or so are going to be graduating and moving on, and this really is going to be affecting our lives and our decisions we make financially moving on when we get a job. It is important to be researching everything that goes on and how it's going to affect you in your life coming up.
Exactly. I almost feel like it's a wake-up call for me, just starting college. It's like you don't think about it, but it's like you almost need to foresee what you're going to be stepping into. So definitely a wake-up call when it comes to financial stuff.
Exactly. We need to stop tuning out and kind of like pay attention to some bills we're going to be getting in the future. Well, on to a more personal note on our own campus. We have the poll of the week with Miss Brittany Duffy.
Southeastern University is a great place to get a college education, make some memories, and be influenced by the term ring by spring. Here at SCU, most staff and students idolize getting married and finding their soulmate the first semester they are enrolled. By the spring of their first year in attendance or spring the following year, students get engaged depending on how their love lives work out. I went around asking students and staff what they feel about how relationships are almost enforced at the school. Even though a lot of students are all for the term ring by spring, 95% think that it is not socially acceptable to be pressured into a relationship by other peers and staff your first semester of college. However, when I asked students if they agree with SU's ring by spring to its full extent, 33% said yes, while 67% said no. The good news is that since Southeastern University is a Christian college, 100% of all who were polled said that coming to the school, you should be benefiting your relationship with God and not trying to find a romantic relationship. To join in on our polls of the week and put in your input on different topics, log on to Facebook and search the Spotlight at SCU Poll of the Week. You can then like our page to stay updated. So guys, what do you think about the whole ring by spring thing here? Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? What have you heard and what do you think?
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, coming in, I was actually shocked by the term. I was like, ring by spring? Like, is this freshman spring or senior spring? What am I doing wrong or right? But I definitely think that, again, what they were saying, how our relationship should be focused on God, and He'll definitely just lead us where we need to go and our companion in with it. So that's my idea on that.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. I mean, like, people are like, so you and your boyfriend, like,
Are you getting engaged anytime soon?
what about you, Matt?
Professors, though.
I know, right?
I just don't see what the rush is, to be honest. I mean, you're
mean
in
you're not gonna
college. These
propose?
are supposed to be the best years of your life. You only get 4 of them.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not anything
Matt's
against
girlfriend, I'm sorry.
not anything against marriage or relationships, but I mean, you're here to
understand.
study and to get a closer relationship with the Lord. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't understand what the rush is, but hey, that's just my view.
Gotcha.
I'm not into that.
He's not a
but
romantic.
It's okay.
I'm just come from a different background.
It's got to be kind of like hard as a freshman coming in because you don't know a lot of people and you're like, oh, okay, great. I'm supposed to meet my, future.
Your future husband, it's scary.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a freshman, and a lot of the friends that I'm making, they're already in relationships, and I'm like, you've only known them for about 2 or 3 months, and you're in a relationship already.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone goes at their own pace, so I guess some people are with it, some are against. It just depends on who it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone's different.
Moving on to a little different note here. 2 girls have been arrested with the death of a bullied girl here in Lakeland. A couple weeks ago, we spoke about the death of 12-year-old Rebecca Ann Sedwig. Rebecca took her own life after being bullied for more than a year. Both 12-year-old Caitlin Roman and 14-year-old Guadalupe Shaw had been arrested and charged with aggravated stalking in connection with Sedwig's death. According to in the investigation and eyewitnesses, Roman and Shaw both bullied Sedgwick by name-calling, intimidation, threats, and even physical fighting. Sheriff Grady Judd criticized both girls' parents who allowed their daughters to continue using electronic devices to continue bullying Sedgwick. This is just an absolute heartbreaking story. I mean, there's been so much stuff going on now you see about bullying and stopping it, but to hear a story like this, especially so close to home here in Lakeland, it's really tragic.
And they're so young. I mean, you made an interesting point when you kind of said that the sheriff was kind of criticizing those girls' parents. I mean, like, I wonder how much they must feel. I mean, their daughters now have mugshots at such a young age. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, that must be horrible. I can imagine have been living with the guilt now for the rest of my life because of something I did when I was young and not aware of everything that was going on.
Yeah, but sad as a story is, I definitely hope it builds awareness because it's crazy how prominent bullying really is in schools.
It's definitely a problem.
Yep, now it's time for sports with Roxanne Garcia and JD Cobb.
Thank you, guys. Well, in football, Green Bay Packer quarterback Aaron Rodgers confirmed on Tuesday, November 4th, that he has a broken collarbone, an injury that can have Rodgers watching the games from the sideline until December. Rodgers said on a weekly radio show that the date for his return has not been set, but league sources told NFL insider Adam Schefter that Rodgers could miss up to 4 to 6 weeks. Rodgers told ESPN 540 that he was in some pain and that he was disappointed with his injury and with the loss against the Bears. Rodgers hopes this will be a quick heal, but knows it's a significant injury.
Well, we definitely wish Aaron Rodgers the best of luck to his recovery.
Yes, we do.
The world's #1 golfer, Tiger Woods, kicked off the European Tour event by hitting golf balls from one bridge that extends Asia to Europe. Tiger Woods earned his $3 million appearance fee on Tuesday by putting on a clinic when he hit shots from one continent to another off of the Istanbul side of the Bosphorus Bridge. Tiger may have pleased everyone with this stunt, but he did not earn the favor with the locals of Istanbul. The closure of the bridge caused much havoc for the drivers in the congested area during the stunt. But even though there was much commotion surrounding Woods and surrounding the bridge, Tiger will still play in the European Tour's first event at the Montgomery Max Royale.
Okay, so he shot from across continents. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was across a bridge.
How is that even possible? I can't even fathom how that occurred.
It was a long shot, and it just concrete.
And for $3 million,
$3 million.
I'll do it for free. All right,
too.
call me and I'll do it for free.
So on the flip side, Tiger Woods' girlfriend Lindsey Vonn, the Olympic skier, says that her surgically repaired right knee felt really good after her first day of downhill training and as she took 5 runs last Wednesday on the 2-mile track at the U.S. ski team's Speed Center. The 4-time overall World Cup champion is still planning to make her return to the circuit in Beaver Creek later this month. The rest of her training will definitely be focused on starting in the 2014 Sochi Olympics.
Well, in other football news, Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones said Tuesday that defensive end DeMarcus Ware, who has missed the last 3 games with a thigh injury, is ready to return. Ware, who played in 134 consecutive games prior to suffering the injury, should be ready for Sunday night's game against the New Orleans Saints. Jones said the Cowboys didn't want to rush Ware back onto the field because of fear he would re-injure himself. If that occurred, the Cowboys would be without their best defensive player. Ware has 4 sacks and 16 quarterback pressures this season. Well, as a Cowboy fan myself, this is very, very good news.
And as a Saints fan, I do wish him the best of luck, but he definitely will not be getting to Drew Brees.
That's all the time we have for Spotlight Sports. I'm Roxanne Garcia.
And I'm JD Cobb.
Back to you.
Thanks, guys. Well, that's all the time we have left. Keep it here in the Spotlight for all the latest in news, entertainment, and sports. I'm Matthew Hall.
And I'm Gabrielle Doraisamy. I'll see you next time in the Spotlight.